Right, so I'm on a live as well, so I thought I'd show you this bench build that I've done. I'm just literally trying the base together. I don't know if you guys use these when you're doing benches, or do you screw yours with screws? What do you guys do? I love to use these Allen key screws with a. So in this end, I'll put a little grommet in there with a thread, and then I use these fixings. I find these fixings fantastic for doing benches and stuff. I'm just going to wind. If you're seeing my new fixed radio hat, you would have known I've gone to the installers show on Wednesday. I went with my son and it was absolutely fantastic. I loved every minute of it. So I'm just catching these. Does that make sense? I'm just tacking it. I'm not going to fully screw them in until I've got it all made up. So I'm now going to flip this on its front. Look at that. Look at that. What I don't want it to do is snap and bang and warp. So, try and see if I've got the carpentry gods on my side today. Ooh, have I? Stay there. I have got the carpentry gods on my team today. Fantastic. Right, so I'm going to get that one lined up because that's easy. Oh, that's nearly. There we go. Tap with the rubber mallet. Never use my great big S-wing when you're doing the final assembly. I know it's got to have a sand jet, a final sand and then a stain up, but I never use my S-wing on these parts. Just get these started so far by hand, and then I'll get a mechanical screw on it. Just so it all bites. It's the same when you're doing boilers and stuff. My mate Jason says you never go, same with car parts, you never go and wind up all one side. You kind of sort of build yourself up for that. So it can twist and cause you cross-threading issues and stuff like that. So it's always good to try and maintain that across. Get the impact ready. Impact is through there because I used it to unscrew the massive slab. This is when I find out all my Allen keys fittings are in the van, and then I end up at the shop. Let's have a look. Always the way. It's always in the van, isn't it? Never where you leave it last. It moves. Anyway, let's wind these up manually then. I did see some cool guy he cut his Allen key bit off like that, cut that bit off, then stuck that in the drill and it was actually a tree. I have got this amazing piece of equipment here. If you use Allen keys or you're doing any sort of fixing, always get yourself a tube bigger than the distance, and then you can wind things home and not hurt your fingers. I'll show it on the video over there as well for later, but I'll show you guys on the live how easy that is. That use an Allen key when you've got an extension on it. Just like that, same this end. I'll do that other one when it's stood up. Yeah, look how easy that is, and trying to do it with your fingers. Just get an extension, slide it over the Allen key, and look at that. Easy peasy. Right, for you guys on the video over this side, instead of using an Allen key like this and hurting your fingers, get something that's got a hole in it and it's longer, and you can put it on like this. Slide it over the Allen key, and it easy peasy, no effort, tightening up that Allen key. And we've all done IKEA stuff before, haven't we, guys and girls? We all know what a nightmare that stuff is. So always keep one of these in your workshop, in your tool bag, to save your fingers. If you're like me and got like tooth of everything, that's why I can't find my drill bits. They're in my fan. This is the other way of doing it. So I'm not going to do this one here till I put the bench up. Now let's sit the bench up. This is always the bit where you get worried about, is it going to be level? And you've made it. If you've got a flat workshop and a concrete floor, can you see that, guys? If you've got a decent concrete floor, it should absolutely go in like a dream. And so far, that looks good. Let's just tighten this last bit up. It's always very good not to round it off. Same again for you livers. You can comment in. I'm sorry I can't see you at the moment because I'm just filming this for the YouTube channel as well. And this is then ready for me to cut the curve on the back. There we are.